yes, as Marcus said, we have Heiner Mueller from CGS Oris and Alberto
Cabello.
Cabello, though, I wanted to make sure I said it right, from Grabalfa. So thank you both so much for joining us. We're going to be talking about how real substrate proof became a game changer for your company, Alberto. But before we do that, maybe if we talk just for a second about the product itself, maybe an overview from you, Heiner, and then we'll go into the use.
And as you said, 1 second, I just don't want to take too much time off Alberto, because I think it's much more interesting what he's going to present. CGS, as a company, CGS Oris, we're about 40 years on the market. Core competence is color management, classical proofing, but also color server applications. But we have focused on packaging for the last 10, 12 years with a solution which uses a transfer media and transfers onto substrates. And when I'm talking packaging, I mean the full range from labels, flexibles, corrugated, even up to something like metal printing. Still, what the customer were asking us all the time is to have a solution which goes onto the real substrate. No transfer process, no primer. Because what we see in the field today is we have a lot more finishing effects, but on the other side, we're using a lot more uncoated recycling media. And there, one element comes into play. It's not the color as such, which should match your further printing process, but it's also the tactile sensation when you feel, when you have the products in your hands. And now we have a solution which we developed together with Mutu since about 2.5 years, which prints on almost anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything from metal to 10 micron film. Okay? I had the pleasure to visit Grabalfa, I think, during the height of COVID, which was like, I think, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And Grabalfa was actually one of the first adopters where we sold the system to. And this is why we asked today Alberto to make a presentation or to be available for an interview to share some of his experience in the market. That's it from my side, Karen. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that overview. And yeah, it brings us nicely onto you, Alberto. Before we talk about your use of the product, maybe you could just give us a little overview of Grabalfa and what you do.
Of course. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. And thank you to the organizers of this amazing event. So, Grabalfa is a graphic chain management company which helps our customers develop projects from design and prototyping to production and delivery of the final product. So our main goal is to guarantee brand consistency, and that's why this technology is so important for us. And we've been on the market already for over 50 years now. We started really focused on prepress for every technology, and we are right now the market leaders in this segment, here in Spain. And 2 years ago, we had quite a big change. There's a new owner, Mary Jenny. We have a new management team, including myself, and we have kind of changed the approach of the company. Instead of focusing just on this specific segment, prepress, we are trying to look at the market with a wider view. I believe we have the knowledge to offer value all around the value chain. So we are really focusing on this topic with our strategy of international expansion and also on opening new business lines like this one, the prototyping that we are presenting today, to offer this new value to our customers. Just really quickly, we have a large team of project managers, graphic designers, and tech developers, and our own R&D team, just to continue leading the market. Today, we can say that we are already present all around Europe and Turkey, Latin America, and the States. And we have 3 main business lines, which is prepress for sure, helping printers to achieve the highest quality for the product. Packaging management, in which we are offering brand consistency directly to brand owners. And prototyping. We can see here, and this is pretty new, and we are trying to make real the project just from the beginning, from the design stage.
Fantastic, thank you. And yeah, they're talking about prototyping. Prototyping for packaging presents some really specific challenges. You know, that kind of real product look, it's very different than what you might expect in the commercial space. So can you maybe give us some insight on that? What makes proofing and prototyping for packaging, you know, so specific?
Yes, I believe the demand on the market has increased significantly, lately. We know how important is packaging for brand owners and the impact that it has on the results. So I can share like a real example. This very month, we've been developing a project with one of the largest retailers in Europe. They were launching one of their premium products, and as you can imagine, they were really, really demanding about the specific colors and the result. So they wanted to make sure that what they were designing, it was going to be the same that they were going to get in the industrial production. So we were working closely with them, making some trials already with a real substrate, with this technology. And after it was approved, it was sent to the printer, this one in Poland. No, it was much easier for them to match a color which was already produced and simulated on the real substrate. So the project was a success, and that's something differentiating in the market.
Fantastic, and yeah, talked a little bit there about the product. You know, there's been specific systems for packaging on the market. CGS Oris has offered a successful system based on lamination technology, real substrate proof. So it's a fairly new solution, and as Heiner said, your company was one of the first worldwide to install it. So what was the reason for that? What was the reason that you decided to invest in this particular solution?
So they arrived to our company, he said, in the peak of COVID. It was also just in the moment that we were arriving to the company, the new management team. And I think there was a match, our new point of view, trying to look for new ways to offer value to our customers from a different perspective. And we just immediately found this connection. Their solution offers us flexibility. We can print in almost every substrate, every flexible substrate. And after testing it with some customers, it was really easy decision.
And so, yeah, a nice story then. Sounds like it was, a perfect match, great timing. Not great timing because it was during COVID, but, the right time for you to invest. But can you give us any insight into whether you were looking at other systems and what made you eventually kind of find that was the right one?
Yeah, obviously. So our purchasing strategy is very serious in this sense. We have like two main pillars. We have to test every technology available in the market. And the second one is we always prioritize quality. Grabalfa is well known in the market because of the high quality service. That's something that it always starts by selecting the right technology. So it was really important for us. So we test not only this solution, but all of the solutions available at the time with many different substrates. And Muto for sure was with CGS Oris software was the best solution with the higher quality.
Fantastic. And maybe we could talk a bit about when the system was actually implemented, when you first introduced it to customers. How was it received by your customer base?
So initially we started with our current customers. We tested collaboratively with them, trying to understand if it works, how can we make it something really interesting. And even though it was a new service, and it was well received from the very beginning. After some tests, and it was validated, we decided to roll it out, and now we offer it not only to our current customers, but as I will show you later, we have a new independent business line specifically for this kind of prototypes.
Fantastic. And so those prototypes and mock-ups, is that the main area of application for the business? Yeah,
actually, as I said, we're trying to look for all the applications, all the value that we can offer to the customer. So we found that there's areas of opportunities for this system all around the value chain. So from the very beginning, from the conceptualization and design phase, We can help our customers for sure building mockups. Mockup is a really powerful tool, no, to understand the product, even to try or show different design alternatives. I just brought some of them here, no? Like there's some things that are not really easy to see on a screen digitally, but when you want to try different finishes like matte or glossy, you can come up with these different alternatives from the very beginning of the design, no? Moving on the pre-press stage, it's really useful to simulate, no, the right colors. This is spot colors specifically for brands. We know that can vary a lot from one substrate to another one. So it's really useful. It's the same sample that I mentioned before in this stage. And for sure, prototyping. No? Prototyping is by far the main use of application for us. It's been really successful, and we are building many prototypes for customers, no? For them to present on events, even before they are on the market. No?
Yeah, I mean, it's so important, like you said, to actually see it with your own eyes, this sample, and so thank you so much for bringing these to show us, and I'm sure they'll be around for people to take a closer look at if they would like to.
Sure.
We're talking there about brands. It's completely crucial to make sure that you're matching those brand colors, that's what they're looking for. Is that something that you're sort of finding for proofing, that it can be used to recreate those brand colors and specifications?
For sure. I would say that's one of the main difficulties that we can find now with our customers. When they start the process, a project, they normally don't really know in which technology will be printed or in which exactly substrate. So we are able to simulate, no? And even present different options, try with them, play with them, and once we have it, it's not like a paper proof, no? That can be pretty similar, but not exactly, no? But we will just go to the target.
Fantastic. And I think today is a special day because you're launching a new website. Is that correct?
Yes.
And I believe you're going to give us some insight on that and show us something. For
sure. So, as it had a really good welcome, no, this service, we decided to move forward, open it to every potential customer, and we have developed a web service platform in which anyone can order a mockup online. So it's a really easy to use platform. In 2 steps, you can already define your needs and upload the design file that you need to print. And even though if you don't know, an expert from Grabalfa will call you and help you define the needs for the project. And you can order from a single unit to several tens. And you can see, I believe, here, no? That's the website, prototiposgrabalfa.es. And you will find some samples, no, which contain the information and also a QR code just in the background on the table if you want to check it.
Fantastic. And yes, these will be on the CGS Oris tabletop right there.
To be picked up.
Perfect. So we've been speaking about the technical capabilities of the technology. Over the last 2 years, has it been that you've had it implemented? So maybe we could talk a bit about, the return on investment of the solution.
Sure. I mean, I won't be able to share specific numbers, no? But I believe that the best answer to this question is checking the evolution, no? That it had in our company. So it started like prototyping testing, and in less than 2 years, it has become an independent business line with a dedicated team, no? So it means it works. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it. Actually, we might be needing a new printer soon enough.
We can actually see the ink consumption.
I'll leave that to you to discuss after, but maybe we could actually talk a little bit more about the partnership and, how any future collaboration with CGS Oris for additional functionalities. Can you give us any insight on that?
Till now, and we have had several conversations, no, with Heiner. It's really important. The software is able to create, no, or develop accurate color profiles, and this is really helpful for us. No, we work with over 350 customers with the different substrates. The combination can give us an unlimited number of combinations. No, on our day-to-day basis, we work with something around 200 different profiles. And this is something that it's really easy to handle, no, with their technology. There are two kinds of projects. The ones in which we already know that who will be the printer. In this case, we will produce a custom profile for them. And the ones in which we don't know yet, no, because it's too early in the design process. So we will use a standard, no, like ISO coded. But really, really happy with the technology. And for sure, if we have to look at the next steps with them, it will be, we would like to cover like a new range, no? Not talking about units or tens, but hundreds, no? That could be a really nice option to cover like the short runs of our customers.
Fantastic. Well, it's something that we at FuturePrint definitely want to keep an eye on and see where you are in the next couple of years with this. So, Alberto, it's so kind of you to come and tell your story and how you use the technology. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Heiner,
Yes,
too.
thank you for hosting us. Thank you very much.